Do you have questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you're qualified? Your local real estate agent Antoinette Ware is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas. Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
Are you tired of driving around a dirty car? Say hello to the ultimate solution for your car. Quick Auto Detail, home, work, or wherever. Their mobile car spa will clean and shine your car anytime and anywhere. Their products are gentle on your car's paint, and they use only the highest quality materials. Book your appointment now.
Hey there, this is indie artist Shanbray Price, and I rock with Queen Silvy on the Queen Silvy Show. Bye, y'all.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you rolling like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show, got the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show. 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 Look out.
And you are listening to my favorite, the Queen Silvy Show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim. Thank you so very much for dropping by and spending another terrific Tuesday with the Queen and myself on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. Speaking of the Queen, it is now my pleasure to bring her to you, the sexiest granny in the world, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy. Where'd you go? There we are.
Yep, you got that right. For it is me, Queen Silvy, on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. Ooh, I hope you're ready. You like my ooh all the time. I just go ooh. That'd be the end of it. But I hope you're ready because we have a show of super greatness in store for you. So hold on tight, do be kind, and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get the super greatness we have in store for you. Smooth, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty decent considering the weekend. We had a nice brazened winter storm that came through the Midwest. Everybody got an inch or two, you know, the old white powder and a little bit of cold air. And welcome to winter.
Yeah, y'all can have it. Bring it.
Otherwise, I hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving holiday. I hope everybody got home safely and without incident. And otherwise, you know, just so happy they could join us because we do have a real terrific guest on today.
Oh, yes, we do.
She is the owner of Little Treasures Learning and Development Center. We have Patricia Crawford-Cole on the show with us today. Going to be discussing a little bit about what she does and how she develops young minds.
Looking forward to that.
I could have used a little of that when I was younger, but
well, it's never too late. Never too late to learn a little something. But nevertheless, yes, I'm honored. Looking forward to my conversation with this beautiful queen. But you know, what I like to do right now before we get into that conversation is what I like to do is I like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. You know, the goal of every childhood education should be to activate the child's own natural desire to learn. You know, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. And you see, every child has a different learning style and pace. But every child is unique and not only capable of learning, but also capable of succeeding. That's right. So don't prepare the path for your child. No. Prepare the child for the path. Because education is the foundation upon which we build our future. That's right. And those are some motivational words, baby, from the Queen Silvy Show to you.
Amen.
Hey, keep it going, audience, because you know me. I must represent. I must give some shout-outs to my friends, my deserving kings and queens, all over like you, Pepper Gomez at Wake Up Music. Wake Up Music rocks. Holistic health advocate, Marva Riley. Marie McKenzie and the International Sexual Assault Recovery Institute. Carmen Jewel and Massage Therapy by Carmen. Simone Enterprise and Entertainment Company and the Simone Family Foundation. A Journey Through Healing with Beatrice Crawford, Daniel Lee.
Shout out to you.
Kenzie Patinio, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Rawls.
Shout out to you.
To Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Patinio, and Joan Mercer.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Aaliyah, Asia Tay, Maya Camille, and DeJour.
Shout out to you.
To my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren.
Shout out to you.
To Jonathan Easley, Lee Allen Sr., Wade and Katrina, LP and Cynthia, Melvin and Teresa, Kaki and Mike.
Shout out to you.
To Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Alana, Brianna, and Precious.
Shout out to you.
To Nancy, Delia, and Chrissy from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yippee-ow! Yippee-ow!
That's right. To Ryan and the All-American Boys. Matt and Tracy and the All-American Girls.
Shout out to you.
To Pamela Anderson, C. Shorty Franklin, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, Donna Ferry, and Pam Bailey.
Shout out to you.
I think I need to pause for the calls and clear my throat. Just one moment, please.
Oof, oof. Meow. Really.
It's that ribbit part. But don't knock it until you try it. To my good friends in Africa, Websterito Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, Princess Area Lua, and missing someone from Africa. Okay, that'll do.
Shout out to you.
Sabrina Williams, Pinky Herman, Sassy Savage, Robin Taylor, DJ Team Broke, 100.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross.
Top of the day, mate. Top of the day, mate.
Okay. To Lorenzo Gabaniza, Christine Lewis Sanderson, James and Audrey, Serious Edition, Nana Linda Hartley.
Shout out to you.
Edith Verhook, Queen D. Brown, Sandra Ben Johnson, Melody Gore Dobbs, Brian Pearson, Brenda Ramirez, Angela Baker, and my good friend, Joe Maz.
Shout out to you.
That's right. Hey, listen, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone you would love for us to represent to shout out, we will hook you up. 3 days a week. Every Tuesday with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits. And again every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. As we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Check out this resource. And when we get back, hey, the ball is rolling with super greatness we have in store for you on The Queen Silvy Show. Do you have questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you're qualified? Your local real estate agent, Antoinette Ware, is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas.
Right.
Hey, we are back on this terrific Tuesday. As I said before, you do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get the super greatness we have in store for you. A place where little minds grow and big dreams begin, bringing decades of expertise in a setting built on love, structure, and growth. Always ensuring children receive the tools they need for a successful start in life. Here sharing her extraordinary mission, where children of all backgrounds feel welcomed and empowered. Live from Toledo, Ohio, I introduce to you the owner of Little Treasures Learning and Development Center, Patricia Crawford-Cole.
Good evening, guys. How are you? Good afternoon, I'm sorry.
That's right. Hello, how are you? Thanks for taking the time being on the show today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
I absolutely appreciate it. Let's begin with you. Tell me, what words would you say best describe the fabulous Patricia Cole?
I would say I'm a very caring person.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but there's more. Come on.
Loving, supportive. I think those are my strengths right there. Loving, caring, and supportive.
Hey, that's powerful right there in itself. But tell me about your experience working with children.
I love little people because they're so eager to learn. They're like little sponges. So whatever you put into them is what you're going to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think I love about them. They're very innocent, so I love that about them,
So you have one child?
Yes.
Girl, listen, we have how many grandchildren, Tim? About 11 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. Take your pick.
Oh.
Take your pick. She said she loved children. I'm like, woo, girl.
Come on.
But you are dedicated to nurturing and supporting the growth and well-being of children during their formative years. And I must say, Queen Patricia, that you wear many hats, a busy woman indeed. I've done my homework. I know that you are very much busy. But share with me some of your responsibilities and duties at Little Treasures Learning and Development Center.
Little Treasures is a new center for me. And so I wear all the hats, working on enrollment presently right now. So I'm at the marketing piece. So I'm going to be doing everything, from administration to if I need to step into a class, I'll step into a class as needed. So I'm wearing all hats. If I need to go prepare a meal, I'm going to do just that. If I have to go out and recruit, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to bring the enrollment in.
Ooh, I'm going to have right next to my desk a pair of house shoes, a pair of tennis shoes, a pair of heels, you know what I'm saying, for all the duties and things that you do. But, it takes a team. And sometimes it takes a village.
It absolutely takes a village.
Yes. So why don't you shout out some of your team staff?
Well, I don't have a big team staff yet because that's when you get close to me, that is it. So I'm very selective who I bring around me. So right now, my right hand would be my cousin, Kiana Brock.
Shout out. That's right.
Yep. Kiana Brock, KK is what we affectionately call her. So she's right now my right hand, and I will bring someone else into the fold as soon as enrollment picks up.
That's what's up. I mean, I know that you probably are very particular anyways on who you bring within, you know what I'm saying?
I would think with the standards that you're going to have in exactly the business that you have, that your trust is the biggest thing that you're going to come across. Can I trust this person that I'm investing in?
Right.
Absolutely. Trust is key. With me first, because you have to get past me first to even get to my
I
kids.
like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I have there's homework that's needed. You
Mm-hmm.
definitely have to have a background check. Your conversation has to be, up high, and I will be, on campus to watch and see how you move. And when I'm not there, cameras are on.
All right. I like that. But
Yeah.
you're located here in Toledo, Ohio, Little Treasures Learning and Development Center. Let me ask you, Patricia, what do you consider the most important part of caring for children?
I think it's making any child feel safe. They have to feel safe. They have to feel secure. They have to feel loved.
Mm-hmm.
Upon entry, that's automatically you greet them as well as the family with a smile, and you call them by their name. Good morning,
Mm-hmm.
Terrence, and then you show them how much you are so happy to see them, and that takes down any walls or whatever, and allows them to be okay with coming on, and they feel warm, they feel safe.
Right, because I'm sure they're nervous and you're nervous. You're meeting each other for the
Absolutely.
first time. But let the truth be told, because not all parents support their children when it comes to education. I mean, they all leave it up to you. They leave it up to the teachers in school and stuff. But in your opinion, Patricia, what role do you believe parents should play in a child's education?
The parents, speaking for myself, we're the foundation. Every parent is the foundation. You're your child's first teacher.
Right.
So whatever you do, again, they're sponges. They're going to pick up. So with that being said, is you can be present, but then you can be there, but you need to be present. You need to engage, hold conversations, be there in every aspect. My parents were always there. Terrence can tell you a game that I probably was not at, every parent teacher conference. I mean, so that's where it is. You have to show them that you care.
That's right. And that reminds me of a time where one of my grandchildren, I used to go on to PTA and would go on the field trips with them when they go on field trips. And I never will forget the little girl. And it was around this time, snow, cold outside. She come to school so poorly dressed. And when we called the parent, she come in all hoopty, all her nails, her hair, her everything. But her child, we had to even give the child socks to put on the feet under there, where they need to put more effort into their child or just don't have none.
There you go.
It's a big job to do, and it doesn't come with instructions. No one has instructions on how to be a parent, but I mean, you have to put it in somewhere, right?
Right. And if they take the time to put it into themselves, they know that they should put it into that child or those children.
Absolutely. Yes, Smooth.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of everything, but speaking of working with the parents, working with the children, do you have like a curriculum that you developed for your age groups, and how they are? And so parents also have an idea what expectations they have from you, and then do you have a parent teachers conference with them, saying, well, here's how I'm trying to develop your child or work with your child as we agreed upon at the beginning of the school year. And
what you trying to say? Do you check the parents sometimes? Yeah, that's what he said.
I guess that's where I'm going with all that.
Again, the center is new, but we are going to use creative curriculum moving forward. And any child that's going to be enrolled, I have an interview with each child. Even when I had it in home, there's a home daycare. As a home daycare provider, I always interviewed my parents. After so many years, I learned to do that, because every child is not going to be for you. Every parent is not going to meet your expectations.
Right.
I expect you to have your child here on time. I expect things in the diaper bag that's needed to be there. There's some expectations on both ends, and they should have expectations of me as well as a provider.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, absolutely, I'm going to have, conferences with them. If I see something that needs to be addressed with them and or the child, absolutely.
That's what's up. You got it down, girl. If I was a little kid, I'd be like, Mama, take me to Little Treasures Learning and Development Center. Miss Patricia's there. But
Absolutely.
Speaking of Little Treasures Learning and Development Center, the ages. Tell me about the ages that you accept for early childhood education and the other programs that you have.
Yes, we can go from infancy all the way up to 5 years old. That's what we're going to stop at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're still moldable. That's the right age to deal with the child.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have one or two of them going to tell you, like my one great grandson, no, I'm like, what? What you telling me? No.
What was the age groups again?
From infant all the way up to 5.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because once they start getting too mature, right? Yeah, you don't want them really interacting with the other younger children. So yeah.
Correct.
So
Correct.
for the infants, they have to bring their own Pampers as well, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'll have some there at the center, but I would like to, and for lack of better words, train or have the parent know that that's their responsibility. But I understand sometimes we're going to have some parents that may forget, and I'll have different sizes and things there at the center for them.
Well, you
But I
know,
don't want
Well,
them to get
some may be economically challenged also, so keep it real.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. So there will be extra things, even clothing. I'll have some extra things there at the center if
right,
needed.
right,
Again, I don't want the parents to get too used to me
right.
providing
Depending
those
on you to do it all.
things. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So do you have services for children with special needs?
No, I'm not equipped for special needs yet. However, I do have a social worker that if that needs to be addressed, I do have one that I can reach out to, of course, with parental permission.
I like that. I heard you guys do. This blew me down. Yoga. I'm like yoga.
Yeah, we're gonna have yoga, Spanish, sign language,
Oh,
STEM.
that is so fantastic. And
Thank
did you
you.
come up with this whole program for the business? What you're going to do, not do, what you're going to offer, not offer. That's you. That
I did. I think for STEM because I'm going to partner with Snapology.
all
And
right.
I said we need to train and get our kids into the science and the mathematic things early.
And the languages. I like that you said that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's just brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going to have Spanish on Mondays. And then we're going to, when we get the children together enrollment wise, then we'll have Snapology come with their schedule as well. And yoga, we can have that every day.
That is great. Oh my gosh. Introducing all of that early on is so beneficial for the child, man. They can just soar with all of this here that they have. I mean, some inner city schools doesn't even do yoga, even when you go into gym. Is that, hey, there's not no yoga. And, I saw hats off to you on all that you are doing. And like you said, communication skills, they're especially essential when it comes to childcare. I mean, it's also the key, in my opinion, to building trust and understanding, like you said. But now for you, how do you, let's say, I don't know, 2-year-olds, they start talking really okay, 2 to 5 years old that you have. How do you effectively communicate with these children as well as the parents?
I always talk. I have to have the child repeat some things to me, and I'll use my grandson. Well, he's 4 now, and I say little small things to him to introduce, especially with the book. I think if you read to your child all the time, to my grandson, I like to read, get him engaged, get things in front of him, so that helps to get that vocabulary moving and going. So I'm teaching him to spell his name now, and so I clap it out: TERRANCE. Terrence is my name.
I love
so
it.
He will soon get that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we are. We're like a little daycare. That's probably why they always talk about, can you babysit? Can you watch them? Because we do so much with them. And just like
definitely.
preschool, the desk and all of that. And I'd rather do that than to sit on those video games all the time. Some of them video games are not good. Not good at all. Smoothie, what's going to say?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I wanted to say, actually, you're probably one of the first line, not necessarily the first line, but maybe you could consider yourself to be an expert is seeing some developmental issues with some of these children. And do you have resources available to help guide a person saying he may have some language development issues, he may have some learning development issues, or something else going on that you may be able to identify that slips past some others?
I think once a provider and or a parent comes across some type of developmental challenge, I would highly advise them to reach out to their physician to see if they can have some type of testing done. And then keep an eye. I would always keep, a pad around so you can have that type of note to take back to the parents to let them know what you've noticed, as well as staff. We train staff to have, pad and pencil or pen on deck all the time, just so that when they see things, they can write that down and have, have some type of ledger of what's going on and what their findings are. And again, take that back to a physician, because we're not physicians, but when we see something, a delay, we want to get that parent involved right away. So if there's something
Absolutely.
that they can move in and redirect, that's what we want them to do.
Absolutely. And hopefully they're not like the young lady that I was talking about who probably is in denial. Don't want to accept the fact that your child may be having issues, and take heed that we're bringing it to your attention right now, and then you can do something about it before it's too
Absolutely.
late.
Sooner than later. Yes.
Absolutely. So you're blessed. I mean, you're blessed with the joy of shaping young minds and the responsibility of nurturing our next generation. I mean, sometimes that can be easier said than done. I mean, because when you're dealing with bad behavior, conflicts, and challenges which may arise in there, what's your philosophy on discipline and behavior management in early childhood setting?
I think for me, I always want to kind of redirect first, find out what's going on with the children, find out what's in the middle of the conflict, take that away, see what we can do better. If it's something that they want, if there's we try not to have just one of anything in the center. We have multiple so that we won't have that type of conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is some type of conflict, you sit them down, we're going to talk about it, and we just redirect. But at the end, before we're finished, they're back okay. We're not going to fight. We're not going to use our hands to do anything, that's upsetting, and we're going to be okay.
Yeah, because children at those ages, they don't like to share. When they get a
Right.
toy and they don't want to share and,
Right.
and fight over things. So yeah, you be the referee and have
Yes,
all of
ma'am.
that together. But I believe incorporating. Smooth mentioned that earlier, but I believe that incorporating a variety of teaching methods and incorporating play into the circle is essential. So how does Little Treasures Learning and Development Center design play activities that promote cognitive, social, and physical development?
Well, when you walk into Little Treasures, it's bright. There's art all over the wall. It's very welcoming, warm. And the play base, you walk in, we have our science and math area right there, sensory table. We have the dramatic play area, the kitchen area. So they're going to get all of that. They get to learn how to clean up after they cook a meal, play, serve one another. They have this art section, they have the cozy corner section. So it's just, they're going to come in and have a blast.
Do you have like field trips or anything like that in the near future for the kids, like maybe going to the zoo, or is they
The
too young
zoo,
for that?
no, you're never too young for the zoo. You're never too young for the art museum. Um, you're never too young to walk around the block to observe different things, community workers in the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
so no, you're never too young for a field trip.
That's
Never.
what's up. That's what's up. Little lucky kids.
Yes,
you
they
know.
are lucky.
So when it comes to like funding and grants, and just all around assistance in childcare and development, it's always been an issue, no matter what state you're in. One state from another, they're always going through something. So, and ask your opinion that if you could talk to politicians and policymakers about early childhood education and education, and care, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that funding is absolutely 1,000% necessary. We have a lot of young parents that need help. They're trying to get up on their feet. So, and childcare is extremely expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So they do need the help. So don't bootstrap the parents and stop Head Start. And don't force parents to not work. That's just going to be a bigger deficit on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So help them to help themselves, and don't stop the children from coming to learn and wanting to play and engage. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a big thing, and I don't really get into politics on my show, but I did want your opinion on that because the government, they're doing a lot of damage all around when it comes to our people, when it comes to those that's not a billionaire. How about that? If you're not a billionaire, there's no hope. There's work that we can do, that we have to do ourselves, and not depend on all of that there.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
what's the requirements? What's the requirements and the procedure for enrollment? Someone calls you and they want more information. What is the procedure that you go for getting a child enrolled?
They go ahead and give us a call at Little Treasures, and then we set up an appointment for them to come through. And because I always want a parent to walk through. I don't want to just readily sign up a parent. I want you to come in to see where your child, and that's a red flag for me, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want to start your child right away and not knowing what type of facility or center we're in.
Right.
So come in. I want you to feel the warmth, feel the welcome, and just, interview with me.
That's what's up. Well, I would want to do that also,
Yeah.
And you get there and then you complaining when you come through the door and you're not even, you got to put that effort and interest in right from the beginning.
Well, that's why I had mentioned that I think there's expectations both ways on what I want from you and what you expect from me as a parent and from a student.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Well,
expectations.
Yes. In other places around the world lies those not so great childhood learning and development centers. So I have to say how proud I am of you. Wishing you continued success and blessings on there, but summarize for me, if you will, and tell somebody just why. Why Little Treasures, the Learning and Development Center, is the right place for children of all backgrounds.
Little Treasures is the right place because we're a smaller center where we can give more one-on-one care. Not that a larger center is not or cannot. I just feel that with our ratio being the way it is, you're going to get that one-on-one care, that warm, loving structure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really that home away from home, and that's what I want the family and definitely the child to receive when you come in.
So what is your hours?
My hours are from 5:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Girl, you live there. That's your other home right there. That's what's up.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
5:30 a.m. to 8:30, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you don't do like the babysitting service, like somebody like, I got a date, I got to go out. I wonder if they would hold my child for a minute.
We won't babysit because we're always in learning stages. So we won't babysit. That's
Right.
a cousin or a relative for that one.
Right.
We may go ahead and supply maybe a family night for you
Mm-hmm.
to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not like when you say, no, that's a cousin's or,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Family
gonna start telling them when they calling me now. Go call your auntie or your cousin. Look, Granny is busy. So we
Yes,
got
Granny
other
does
things
get
to
busy
do.
from time to time.
So listen, is there anything that you want to add or say that perhaps I didn't ask you?
I really want to thank you and Smooth both for the opportunity to come on the show and shout out Little Treasures. But go ahead and give us a call at Little Treasures. We would love to have you come in and set up an interview to walk through and meet myself and Kiana.
I love it.
That would be awesome.
I love it. So I want to set an appointment up to come look just because
Please do.
just because. Where are you located?
See Airport Highway, but where on Airport Highway?
Yeah, what's the
It's
cross streets? Airport what?
Reynolds.
No, what? Airport and Reynolds. That's
Yes,
right up
ma'am.
there.
Oh, yeah, right by the muffler shop and right by the cafe.
Yeah, it's right next to it used to be Baskin and Robbins, which is now a car wash. And then there's Valvoline, and then there's My Center.
Oh, you're on the
Oh,
other
we
side
know
of
exactly
Valvoline.
where you
exactly
are.
where you're at. Right, yeah. Okay.
Well, I can
Wow,
ride my bike to you.
conveniently located right off of 475.
Yes, great location, great. I know exactly where you are. Yep, I'm gonna call you and hook up a time and let me come through, snap a little pictures and share some things out if I can one day.
Please do.
That would be awesome. You're always welcome to come back at any time to share anything that you guys are doing. You have flyers or anything, send it to me. I would love to share it out there. That is what we do.
We appreciate that.
But tell everybody how you can be followed on social media and where they can go for more information about Little Treasures Learning and Development Center.
You can call my business line at 567-457-6667. And you can sign on to Little Treasures Learning and Development Center.
I
And
love
that's
it.
the website.
I love it. I love it. I love what you're doing. You're very dedicated and serious about what you're doing for our future, our little youths out there. And I want to spread the word around and tell a lot of people that, hey, this is a place to go, because you've been to some daycare places where, it starts with the staff, and that's why you have the greatest staff and very particular on what you're doing. But I've had, and that's probably why years ago I took on the role of babysitting, while my daughter put herself through college and she's doing all the things because of a bad experience at a daycare childcare. It only takes one time, and that makes it hard for someone to want to come and try another place. And that's why I want to put it out there that, one bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch. Isn't
That's
song
right.
like that. One bad apple, don't spoil. Oh shoot, I think I hit something.
Oh, bunch, baby.
Yes. So I wanted to share it out there as much as I can. And as much as you give to me is how much I can share out there as well. But I do so very much appreciate you taking the time being here today, sharing the greatness from Little Treasures Learning and Development Center. Wishing you continued success in all that you do. And yes, it was an honor to have you on the show.
Same.
You're
Thank
very
you so
welcome.
much, Queen. Thanks, Smooth.
Hold tight one moment. Smooth's got an advertisement you're going to play.
Thank you. Hey, absolutely.
Throw in this advertisement and we'll be right back.
My new book has been released called Anxiety Hacks, with proven techniques, tools and tips to calmness. So if you suffer from generalized anxiety, panic attacks, or feel abnormally anxious about certain things, within Anxiety Hacks, I show you how you can overcome these conditions successfully, enjoy a healthy and carefree life. My website is katehudson-hall.com. Anxiety Hacks is available now on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you,
Woo.
Patricia. That was interesting.
I know you
And
got them babies lined up to go to Little Treasures Learning and Development Center, especially if you're in the Northwest Ohio, Toledo, Ohio area.
Well, at least you know their mind will be stimulated.
They will be so equipped and ready for the future, ready for success. And that's what you want your child to be, ready for success, ready for the next phase, the next step in life. You want them equipped. You want them confidence and learning the right things you want as they grow. Little Treasures Learning and Development Center is located here in Toledo, Ohio. Listen, come on. We ain't got no bus to come and get you. But you come on, bring your child and drop it off. You're going to be pleasantly surprised and happy on the progress.
Basically, Reynolds and Airport.
Yoga? I was like, what? Spanish? What? And these are little children that, it's going to engulf this. Their minds are just so ready to be molded and molded the right way. And this is where you can get it. Patricia Crawford-Cole. That's the name to be reckoned with. She is the queen doing so many things, wearing so many hats, and it's all for you, all for your child, your children. And then listen, this is the right place. I'm going to put my stamp, my Queen Silvy stamp on that one. That's a place that I recommend. If I was a little kid, I'm telling my mama to take me there. From infant to 5 years old and all. Listen. Get in touch with her. Find her on social media. Look up Little Treasures Learning and Development Center. We're also going to post that there so that you can just click and get connected with Patricia Crawford-Cole. But it's been great, and I'm honored she come on the show today and have some great conversation. I hope that you took notes down, pass it around for someone else maybe in your family that has little children and they need this. This is the place to go to. Hey, Smooth. Guess what?
What?
Tomorrow is Wednesday. You know, I say that because sometimes some people don't know. I mean, have you ever had a day and you thought it was Saturday, but it was Friday or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
That's an interesting fact for everybody. Did you know that Wednesday follows Tuesday?
Give them that puzzle, baby. That's what you do.
Think about
that.
But
Wednesdays is Tim's Tidbits, and it's an exceptional show doing some fantastic things. I hope that you are strong enough to handle the entertainment and the news.
The truth.
Yes, that he brings on his show. He also has the Tim's Tidbits Asshole of the Week. You don't know who that is, and sometimes it's more than one Asshole of the Week, so stick around for that as well. Anything you want to say about it?
Hey, just a summary of what happened throughout the holiday, which is hopefully that you overate and you actually had safe travels, but we'll summarize what else was going on around the world, which, it's been interesting. But otherwise, hey, just everything just to make you smile about life in general. That's
yes,
what
it will.
It's all about.
Tim's Tidbits tomorrow on Wednesday. That's in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do check your time zones, but join us for that. And come on back to Thursday, because that's the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy.
Thursday follows Wednesday?
Absolutely. Write it down. Mark it down. Let's get it together. But that's the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, bringing you inspirational, encouraging. Tim, summarize it up. It's really
It certainly is a potpourri of entertainment.
Potpourri of entertainment, all coming from the heart just for you. Some great segments, all 5-minute segments from some wonderful people. We also have the Now You Know show question of the week, where my good friends, my good kings and queens, video in their answer to the show question of the week. Then we end the show with a special video showcase that Smooth will provide clues for throughout the show. before we reveal just whom we're going to end with that video showcase on. The Now You Know show is on Thursdays. That too is in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. And again, do check your time zones, but join us for the super greatness we bring as we aim to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world. Just for you, baby. That's right. So tune in for that. Before we get out of here, because you know. If you don't know, you're going to know. I only had a cup of tea. Now I'm ready to have a plate of healthy,
Well, they
great
don't know
food.
yet. That's on. Now you know it's on Thursday.
I know, but I'm just letting you know that, yes, I'm ready to have a healthy plate of food in just a moment. But before we do that, Smooth's going to let you know how we can be followed on social media, how you can come aboard and be a guest on the Queen Silvy Show, or maybe you'd like to have your own segment aboard the platform of the Now You Know show. Smooth's going to give you that information. Smooth.
Want me to summary that up?
Summary, please.
All right. If you would look at the top of the screen, you'd be scrolling www.thequeensilvyshow.com, and where you can go and you can drop us a message along with your email about if you'd like to host a segment, you'd like to be on the show, who knows what it might be, just as long as it's not derogatory and we don't have to throw it in the trash, it's okay with us.
Right.
Otherwise, you'd like to catch up on some past episodes, how about you go to our YouTube site? In YouTube, simply dropping in The Queen Silvy Show, spelling right above the Queen's head. And that'll get you all three of the shows. Our Wednesday show, which follows our Tuesday show, and our Thursday show, which follows our Wednesday show. You'll be able to catch all of that, as well as some other projects that the Queen and I work on.
Right. So, hey, there it is. If you don't know, now you know.
That's Thursday.
All right. Well, with that said, I'm going to go and get ready to smash my face with some good, healthy food. Make the most of your day. Make the most of your evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Make yourself a priority. Keep yourself in check while you check on your loved ones, family, friends, and neighbors. Please be kind, if you will. And with that said,
till next week, same Queen time, same Queen station. We'll holla.